All right, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week, we're working on a bike that I guess is unfixable. But before we get into today's video, if you're new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell icon right next to that. That way you get notified every time I upload. That way you don't miss any of this awesome cycling content on this channel. So like I said, today we're fixing a bike for a friend, and pretty much we can say, like customer states, the back tire won't get fixed. And that is what the main thing we're focused on today is that flat back tire continually goes flat. And they don't know why. They've gotten it fixed multiple times and it just keeps on going flat all the time. So that's kind of our main focus for today is getting this back tire fixed. There are some other things on this bike that we need to address and we'll run through to make sure this bike's in tip-top shape when we give it back. We don't want to give it back and other stuff broken and yeah, we don't want to do that, right? We want to make sure this bike is in great shape here. So, I filled this tire up I guess it was yesterday afternoon. I filled this tire up to 45 PSI, which should be kind of smack in the middle of what we expect. Let's see. Minimum 35 to 65. So anyway, so I filled it up to 45 PSI, and now it's the next day in the morning, and it's pretty much flat. So, obviously, there's some kind of slow leak going on. It's nothing crazy, but there is something that, like, if a bike shop was to fix it and they let it sit and you picked it up the same day, you wouldn't have noticed till you actually got home and probably a couple days later that your tire is losing air. So let's pull this guy off. We're going to take this off, see if we can figure out what exactly is causing our leak from there, fix that tire, and then we'll kind of run through the rest of the bike. There's definitely some things we need to work on here, but let's take this rear wheel off. Let's take a look, see what we got. Okay, so first thing we got to do, we got to shift down into our lowest gear here. So let's go ahead, shift lowest gear. That brake is definitely something we're going to work on here. That brake has a little bit desired. I'm not really sure how they're stopping at the moment, but we'll pull that off. And then since we're looking for something specific in here, since this apparently is unrepairable, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to find our valve stem up here. And I got a little white paint pen here. Doesn't matter what color it is. And I'm just going to leave kind of a mark right there. And that's going to tell me that this side of the valve stem is where the cassette is, or the freewheel, I guess, in this case. So that's going to tell me that this side of the tube is where that is. So when we pull this off, we can reference that mark on there once we find our actual hole, and we can then try to figure out where in the whole wheel and tire setup we're having issues. So got that set, got that off. We need a 15mm wrench to take off the rear wheel, and then we'll pull the tire off from there. All right, so wheels off. Let's let the air out of here. Mental note here. I don't know if you guys can even hear that. Let's see. That hub is loose, so we definitely need to fix that before the wheel goes back on the bike. So make a mental note of that one there. So they told me they did put new tires on. The tires definitely haven't been ridden much. I don't know if they're brand new or not, but you know, I'll take their word for it, I guess. I don't think these are brand new tires. So they did say that. I don't know. They did say they replaced the rim tape, and that definitely looks different than what would have come with these. Kind of that nicer fabric rim tape there. Okay. I'm just making sure there's nothing obvious going on down here. But that actually all looks okay. Yep, that actually looks okay. Okay, so I don't notice anything obvious in the wheel itself. Let's go ahead, let's pull our tube out of here. Let's set this guy like that, and we got our air compressor here just to make my life a little easier. That way I'm not filling this tire up a bunch of times trying to find a leak. Let's go ahead, hook our air chuck up to here, and let's fill this guy up some air. See if we can figure out where the hole is. Just kind of feeling it with our face a little bit. Oh. Our hole is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of mark that spot here. Okay, so we have a hole right there. It's actually a very small hole right next to the valve stem, at least for one. So, and it is on the tread surface. So let's see. So let's grab our tire here, and I'm just going to kind of feel with my fingers inside of this tire. We're going to see if we can figure out what is poking through here. Huh. I don't feel anything in this tire that would cause that kind of a puncture. Very interesting. Let's see. Now we're just gonna visually check, 'cause I didn't feel anything in there. I mean, it could have popped it and then just fallen out. I mean, that's always a possibility. I mean, that's kind of looking like what it is. It might have just got a slight puncture and it popped out. Whatever it was. Could have just been bad luck. I mean, these friends of mine, they do live they live more country than I do at the moment. So, thorns are common where I am, and they're more common out there. So, honestly, I think that's what happened. I don't feel anything in here that could be causing a problem. So, I'm going to use a new tube. That tube doesn't look the best. I mean, it looks okay, but it's not, I don't know. That's kind of my concern. Is this tube maybe the problem? But I'm going to swap the tube out for another tube. And we're just going to feel in here, of course, too. Just make sure it's not something in the rim, but I don't think it is. I literally think something might have punctured the tire and just gone into the tube and then fallen out. I think it's just horrible luck is what I think it is. So everything feels good in there. Okay. So let's grab a tube here. Let's see what we got for should be a 26 by what? 26 by 2.25. Let's find a tube we got. Okay. I guess. So we'll throw that back on in a second. Let me put some air on the front tire. We got to adjust the hub on there before we put it back on. I'm also going to wipe down back here too. It's kind of So wipe everything down back here. Adjust the hub. Fill the front tire up. No, we should be good. Okay, so for our hub here, so pretty much when you look at your hub, you'll see there's kind of a bigger nut here, and then like kind of one that has just two flat sides inside of there. So you can do this with the regular wrench if you want to. I'm going to use the specific cone wrenches for it. In the case of this one, it's like we got a 16 and probably a 17. Yep, 17. All right. So we got a 16 and a 17. That's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to get our 16. Just going to put this right in there. Is it a 16 or is it a 15? It's a 15. My bad. Then what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, hold that middle, hold the inside one steady, get a wrench on the outside, kind of crack it loose. Then we're going to just tighten up that middle one. Okay, so that feels better. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead, we're going to tighten the outside one, and we're pretty much going to tighten the outside one against the inside one, and that's going to lock that hub into place. And it's still got a little tiny bit of movement. Okay. So again, we're going to do that same thing again. Don't want to get it too tight. The wheel doesn't spin. There it goes. Right. But we want to get it tight enough that obviously we don't have it's not wobbling around like it was. All right. How does that feel? That feels pretty good. Okay, I'm good with that. It's not wiggling around like it was before. All right, I like it. Time to clean up his bike a little bit. All right, wheel back on the bike. We did go ahead and snap the dork disc off because it made tons of noise. Oh, silent. Oh, this thing's way off. I got a lot of slack. Okay, let's get this rear brake working like it's supposed to, because that doesn't really stop anything. Pretty simple. Just get our 5mm Allen key, and we're just gonna show, not a 5, 6 in this case. Okay, 6mm Allen key. We're gonna get that up to where it needs to be on the actual rim. We're gonna get that pad lined up properly, nice and flat, just like so. And we're gonna tighten that pad in place, and we're gonna go do the same thing for the other side. That already feels better. Look at that. It's like I know what I'm doing. Okay, we already need a screwdriver because we need to fix or adjust our alignment here. Heck yeah. Look at that. That's how it should. Oh, I'm not even in all the way. Well, that's part of our problem. Okay. Okay, still needs fixed. That's okay, we're getting there. Alright. Now we need to put some cable tension in this to make it actually touch the wheel. Okay. bad. That's better than it was. Let's go just a hair tighter. Rear brake, done. Just keep checking the tire and make sure it's not going flat again. If it goes flat, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, so we need to tighten our cable up here because that is way too loose. Let's go ahead and check the front first. How high will this go? Okay, that's kind of there. Alright, so we got to adjust some of the limits on the front derailleur too. Okay. Will it go all the way up to the big gear? Yes. Okay. Go ahead, we'll loosen this guy up some. That way we can get in here and we can pull our cable tighter. Alright, let's see how that fits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the limit screws are actually set properly, it looks like, because it did not want to go over. I do want to tighten. I do want to bring that in just a little bit. It's a little close for comfort, especially since we removed the dork disc. There you go. That's the name I'm thinking of. Dork disc. Let's make sure it goes back up. Oh yeah, that's not. Oh yeah, there you go. That's not going over. Okay, there we go. All right, back half pretty good. Doing pretty good. All right, so now we need to. Let's go big gear back here and small gear on the front. See, that just has so much slack. I'm really hoping not to have to mess with this, because if you know, look here, there's no cable coming through. You guys can't actually see. What am I doing? What am I doing? What kind of YouTuber am I? Can't even point at the freaking bike. There you go. Now you guys can actually see. You turn the shifter. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it finally moves. I was really hoping I didn't have to mess with the front. Okay, we'll see how that is. All right, look at that. Oh. Okay, now we gotta mess with our high limit screw. Let's see. So now we'll go all the way into this. And yeah, our high limit screw is too loose. So now we need to tighten up our high limit screw to cut that down on the top end. Also rubs. Is the front derailleur tweaked? I think so. Okay. Come on now. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Are we rubbing? No. I want to go a tiny bit more, I think. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, let's get this kind of center and center. Kind of go like right there. Okay. I think everything back here is done. I think we're moving up to the front brake, which we gotta fix too, and the handlebars. We gotta do something with these handlebars. They bug the heck out of me. All right, so on the front, we gotta fix the bars. It's driving me nuts. I don't know how anybody would ride like this. If you ride like this, let me know. But we're not gonna. They're also loose. That could be why they're like this all of a sudden. These are all loose. Oh, goodness. Okay. Put these up like they should be. Kind of like right. We can kind of lean them back some. Okay, let's go like right there. And we'll actually tighten these guys down. And we're going to check other bolts too now. Okay, we're getting somewhere. All right, front brake. That's what we got to work on next. All right, front brake. Same process as the rear. Let's see how our pads are contacting. Those actually aren't half bad versus what was on the back. Let's adjust this one a little bit. So it needs some more tension on here. That's kind of one of our things we're seeing. That's one of the things I'm seeing here. I'm just going to sit on the ground. This is a little easier. So if you look at it, this kink probably isn't helping much either. Let's see. So if we look at the front, we're actually going to loosen this and go all the way back in. So if we look here on the front, it kind of wants to, it has way more tension on this side than this side. It actually doesn't have much tension at all, honestly, on either side. But if we add a little bit of this, to get this side to pull back the way it needs to. We should have a better feeling brake already. Man, there's just not much tension on this brake at all. Okay. There we go. So we got some tension now. What are we rubbing on? Is it this side brake? Oh. Okay. So I did go a little high on this side. This side is actually touching the tire. Now that we've adjusted the tension on the springs. So let's move this guy down some. Now you can see, if you look at the brake, it's got more tension on this side than this side. That's actually good at this point. We're going to add a little bit more here because this brake needed more tension to make it return, honestly. That's what it needed. So I'll add just a hair, bit of turn on there. Just a little bit more of a turn. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. So then we got to go ahead and add some tension to the cable to make this a little bit tighter to cover up not to cover up anything, to make it actually stop the bike. Okay, so we tighten that up some. We are still pulling a little bit to that side. We're gonna give that a little bit of a turn. I think we're solid. That rolls nice and smooth. Brakes, see if they feel. The brakes feel about the same front and rear. I think we're solid. Okay, here we go. We got the bars fixed. We got the tires inflated. We got the rear tire fixed. This has a little end on it. Let's kind of tweak this cable out of the way. It's not just being ugly. All right. Checked all the bolts. Those are all tight still. Got the derailleurs all adjusted. I think we're looking pretty solid, honestly. Let me throw some chain lube on the chain. I think it's set for a test ride. So I think we're good. We've got this thing all fixed up. It's a whole lot better than it was when we got it in here. I'm going to keep an eye on the rear tire just for the next couple of days. Just make sure it doesn't just immediately go flat. Like I wake up tomorrow morning and it's flat, like they've kind of said it keeps doing. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. But adjustment-wise, this thing is all adjusted way better than it was when it came in. The brakes actually work. The shifting works good, reliably. We fixed the bars and made those a little better. We tightened the seat. The seat actually moved on me while I was doing my test ride. Scared the crap out of me. But everything else is, this bike should be set to go. And hopefully get back on the road. Hopefully get back riding some. So I'll let you guys know if you see something after this clip. It's because that tire went flat. Otherwise, this bike is good to go. If you guys enjoyed the video or at least found it entertaining, or maybe you learned something today about your broken bike, give this video a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comments section below. Love talking to you guys. Love answering questions you guys have. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today.